Hey kids, my name is Navya and welcome back to Kids Church for this week. I hope you've all been doing really well at home and I hope you're excited for this week. So as usual, we're going to have a memory verse, a song, a Bible story and some really fun craft for you to do. So, we've started a new book in the Bible since last week. Can you remember what the book is? I'll give you a clue. It's in the Old Testament. That's right, it's 1 Kings. So today we're going to be looking at 1 Kings 3-4, where King Solomon asks God for wisdom. We're going to learn that God made Solomon wise, and Solomon was wise for a time, but in the end, Jesus was the wisest of all. But you're going to learn more about that later. For now, let's continue to learn our new memory verse from James. So here's Sylvie to take us through it, and then we have the song.
If any one of you lacks wisdom, he should talk to God, who gives generously to all without finding fault, and it shall be given to him. James chapter 1, verse 5. Okay, now let's do it one more time. If any one of you lacks wisdom, he should talk to God, who gives generously to all without finding fault, and it shall be given to him. James chapter 1, verse 5.
There is something that's better than the latest toy. There is something that never can be destroyed. It's worth more than jewels and gold or anything money can buy. W-I-S-D-O-M spells wisdom. I need it. W-I-S-D-O-M in your word I find it. I need your wisdom, Lord, each day. Left to my own self, I always tend to go astray. But in the Bible, you reveal your perfect way. You teach me to think like you instead of being a fool. Don't wanna be that. W-I-S-D-O-M spells wisdom. I need it. W-I-S-D-O-M in your word I find it. I need your wisdom, Lord, each day. So much I need to hear your truth. I need your wisdom, Lord. I wanna love it, live it, learn it, read it.
W-I-S-D-O-M.
I wanna know it, think it, speak it, breathe it.
W-I-S-D-O-M.
I wanna love it, live it, learn it, read it.
W-I-S-D-O-M.
I wanna know it, think it, speak it, breathe it, yeah, yeah, yeah. W-I-S-D-O-M spells wisdom, and I need it. W-I-S-D-O-M in your word I find it. Oh, W-I-S-D-O-M spells wisdom, and I need it. W-I-S-D-O-M in your word I find it. I need your wisdom, Lord, and I need your wisdom, Lord, and I need your wisdom, Lord, each day, yeah, every day, and I need your wisdom.
Hello, I'm going to be reading you a story today called Where is Wisdom? A treasure hunt through God's wondrous world. Look at this world the Lord has made. Beauty is all around. God filled the world with wonders and sent us on a treasure hunt. Some treasures are easy to find. Others are buried away, hidden for those who seek. But hidden things can be found if we know where to look. The world is full of people who love to discover, to push back the darkness and find new things. They search far and wide to uncover treasure of every kind. And how good they are at finding it. Farmers work the dark soil and gather a prize of golden wheat. Miners dig deep to find troves of silver and gold. There's treasure everywhere. Burrowing beneath the mountains, explorers seek every precious thing. Copper, iron, sapphires and sparkling gems in every colour. What priceless prizes the Lord has given. In fields above, the beasts pass by without knowing what riches lie below. The lion prowls the earth and the hawk circles the sky, unaware of treasures buried deep. So much remains hidden to them. The treasures of earth have been given to mankind, not to make us rich, but to show us how generous the giver can be. As good as these gifts are, God tells us to seek an even greater treasure, wisdom. But where is wisdom found? Where can we dig up understanding? Treasure hunters have searched high and low, but they do not know the way. They call down into deep caverns. Wisdom, are you there? The deep of the earth booms back. It's not down here. They call to the bottom of the sea. Wisdom, are you there? Bubbling up from the ocean floor comes the reply. It's not in me. Some men try to buy wisdom with silver and gold, but it is far more valuable than that. Its price is greater than diamonds and pearls. Nothing compares to the worth of true wisdom. Where then is wisdom found? We hear whispers of it, but no one seems to know where it is. Don't worry, wisdom is hidden, but it is not lost. God alone knows the way. He knows exactly where wisdom is found. How can God know? God made all things and set them in their place. He knows right where each treasure is found. He sees everything under heaven and has never lost a thing. And do you know what is even more amazing? God doesn't just see all things, He rules all things. To the wind, He says, blow that way, and the wind obeys. To the sea, He says, that's far enough, and the water laps right up to the shore. The rain falls where He sends it, and He charges the lightning bolt to light up the sky. If God can do all that, then He must be very wise. He can tell us where wisdom is found. He created the map that leads the treasure hunter to the prize. So what does God tell us? He looks down at us, His very own treasure, and says, the fear of the Lord, that is wisdom. The fear of the Lord, to know God truly, to be amazed by His greatness, to want nothing more than to love and live for Him. That is where wisdom is found. And now that we know of this generous giver and the wisdom He provides, are we ready to see where this treasure hunt leads? After searching high and low through God's wondrous world, we'll never find a greater treasure than Jesus Christ. Wisdom points to Him.
Hello everyone, so we've just finished reading a book, a treasure hunt book that asks where is wisdom, and where we've ended up in our treasure hunt is at the foot of the cross. So we can remember in our treasure hunt for wisdom that we need to always look to Jesus. He's the one that died on the cross for us, and He is the creator of the whole world, and He holds everything in the world together through His wisdom. And we've been learning at church about another king in history, King Solomon. King Solomon was a king that asked God for wisdom. He asked to be wise, and God gave him wisdom. And we can remember too that Solomon was a wise king, but Jesus is the wisest king. So Jesus is the king over all kings. And we're going to remember that now in some craft that we've prepared for us. And both Sylvie and Navia are going to present options for craft, so you can choose what you would like to do. But just remember, if you need to use scissors and you need permission or supervision of parents, you need to have that as well. Catch you later. Bye bye.
Hey kids, welcome back to Craft Time. Today we're going to be making paper crowns. So to make these, you'll be needing this sheet with the paper crown cut out, which you can find in your craft pack. And you'll also be needing this sheet of gems that you can also find in your craft pack. Now, you'll also be needing a pair of scissors as well as a glue stick. Now, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to decorate my crown first, and then I'm going to cut it out. Now you can do whatever order you like, so you could cut out your crown first and then decorate it with the gems, or you could just do what I'm doing and decorate it first and then cut it out. So I'm going to be decorating first. Now you can decorate it however you'd like, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a color and I'm just going to cut along vertically so I get a whole row of gems. Now you're going to be needing scissors for this bit, and if you're little, you might want to ask a parent to help you because you want to be safe. So, getting my scissors, I'm going to cut out a row of gems. Now, I've picked the yellow gems for now. Alright, so I've got my row of gems. What I'm going to do is I'm going to line it up across the bottom of the crown like this. And getting my glue stick, I'm going to stick it on. Sticking it on. Just like that. So as you can see, my crown hasn't been filled up all the way with the gems. So I'm going to fill it up with some more yellow gems. So I've got another row of yellow gems on this line here. So I'm going to cut those out. Like that. Now I don't need this whole row to fill it up, so I'm just gonna line it up and see how many more gems I need. So lining it up, I'll need about, let's say, 3 more gems. So I'm just gonna cut until I've got 3. Now that I've got 3, I'm gonna stick these on. Alright, so that's my bottom row of gems done. So this is going to be kind of like the base of my crown design. Now, you can decorate it however you'd like, but I think I'm going to pick some of the red gems now, and I'm just going to stick them across wherever I think looks nice. So again, be careful with your scissors. Remember, you can pick whatever color you'd like. I'm just picking red. So, I've got my red strip. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to pick what shape I like and stick them on individually. So first I'm going to pick out my, I dropped it. Alright, I'm going to pick out my circle. Got my little circle here. And I'm just going to see where I think it might look nice. Maybe there. I'm just going to take my glue stick, stick it on. Maybe you want to alternate colors. So you can pick another color you'd like and make a pattern maybe. Alright, so I have finished decorating my crown. So as you can see, I've decided to do a red and purple alternating pattern, and then I've decided to top my little peaks off with these blue and green gems. So after you've finished decorating your crown, however you like, get your scissors again. And now we're going to cut on the outside of the crown. So let's get cutting. Okay, so I have cut my crown out. Now, the last thing that's left to do is folding your crown together and sticking it together. Let's do that. All you're going to do is take it around like this, get your glue stick, and you just want to add some glue to one side of your crown. And there we have it. Look at that pretty crown. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed this craft, kids, and I'll see you soon. Bye.
Today we will be making a crown, an origami crown. And in order to make an origami crown, you will need a A4 4 A4 pieces of paper and some scissors. So the first step is to get the corner of your paper and just fold it until you get the perfect triangle. After you do that, you should have this. The next step is to fold this little flap in. Now you should have this. You unfold everything and you should have a line of where to cut in order to get the perfect square. Okay, now I'm going to start cutting on the crease line. Okay, I just finished and you should have a nice square piece of paper. Now let's actually get started with the crown. So you need to simply fold it in half. After you do that, you unfold it and fold it the other way. You should end up with 4 small boxes. Okay, now all you need to do is get this corner and fold it into the middle. There should be crease lines of where to fold it. Now you do it with the other side. You should have this. So the next step is you get this flap and you fold it all the way up to this line. After you finish doing that, you just need to bring this up and fold it like this. Okay, so after you finish doing that, you need to make 3 more of these. So you need to repeat all of the steps I just told you. And if you forgot how to do it, then you can just rewind the video. Okay, so you should have made 4 of these things, I don't know what to call them. And I'm going to tell you what exactly you need to do with them. So what you need to do is get 2 of them ready. And you just unfold this little flap and you unfold another flap on one of them. The next step is you just slide it in like that and just tuck it in like that. And next you get another one and you do the exact same thing. You just need to open this one a bit, not fully because then it will break apart, and just tuck it in like that. And then you get your next one and do the exact same thing. So next up, you really need to do this step, otherwise it will fall apart. You need to take this big little slip and you just fold it in like that so it's more secure and that it won't all fall apart. Next you get each side and you just open one up a tiny bit and you put the other end in. After you do that, you need to kind of like form it into a circle. It's obviously not going to be a perfect circle, but just make it like good enough. And then you should have this crown. Now, there's still one more bit. Please don't go. Okay, so in your pack, you should have gotten this little sheet of gems. And you will be using in this video some gems and a glue stick. I have a little mini one here, and if you want, this is optional, you can use some textures, pencils and stuff. And I'm just going to show you me decorating it. You don't have to do exactly what I'm doing, but I'm just going to demonstrate how to decorate the crown. Okay, I'm going to start now. Okay, so I just finished sticking all my gems on. I didn't want to do it on camera because it would be quite boring. So I did it on this side, then on this side, and now I'm just going to doodle all over it basically. Okay, so I just finished the texture thing and I did a little kitty cat on it because I thought since it only has 2 spikes at the front, I'm just going to make it into a cat, because why not? And then I'm just going to finish it off.
Well, that's it for this week, kids. I hope you've enjoyed your time here, and we'll see you next week. Bye!
There is something that's better than the latest toy. There is something